have those common shared experiences, though many of us, Jeff Smith, going to bring him back into the fold here, down at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Jeff, you're here to tell more about your specific experience.
Yeah, Chris, we were down there in March, had the honor and the, I guess, just the experience to be down there amongst those who are doing the work each and every day. We thought it appropriate to tell you this next story. It is a story about hope, and that's what that symbol brings. So when we went down there, we knew we were going to hear stories about childhood cancer research and the cures that they are providing now more than ever before. What we weren't prepared for was the story of Kelly Waddell and her son Caleb and their St. Jude journey.
I think that my 23-year-old son has taught me more in my life than I will ever teach him.
This is a story of strength.
Nobody ever told him what a sick kid was supposed to act like.
And this is a St. Jude story.
They care about the quality of the child's life. It's not just about that disease. It's about what can we do to improve his quality of life, to give him the largest life that he can possibly have.
But unlike other stories that come out of this research hospital in Memphis, Tennessee, this isn't a story about childhood cancer. Kelly Waddell's son Caleb was born prematurely, and when he was just 9 months old, a doctor told his parents something was wrong.
You know, we thought we were doing everything in the perfect order and we were going to have this perfect little family. And then we found out that any child we have, 1 in 4 chance they could have this, that I'm a carrier, my husband's a carrier of a disease we had never heard of.
They were told Caleb had a storage disease.
And he said more particularly mucopolysaccharidosis type 1 or Hurler syndrome. He said, but don't look that up. He said, because you don't want to look that up.
But as any parent would,
we looked up everything online that we could find about Hurler syndrome, and all we found was that our little boy was going to die.
Researchers say Hurler syndrome is inherited, and it causes the body to lack an enzyme that breaks down sugar molecules. And without treatment, it can be fatal within the first 10 years of life. But, as the saying goes, where there is despair, there is hope.
We're going to begin with leukemia, and by God's grace, after defeating it, go on to other diseases.
And hope, like what so many say they see in this symbol, is what they found at St. Jude, in the form of bone marrow transplants.
When we first came here the first day, they said, do you know the possibilities of this working? And I said, I know the possibilities of it not. So you've already told me that my son's going to become blind, he's going to become deaf, he will become mentally deficit, and he's going to die between the age of 5 and 10. So either we take hope of something, or we just go down this road.
And that was about 2 decades ago.
I can never thank God for Hurler syndrome, but wow, the amazing things that he has shown me through the eyes of my kid. That I can thank God for every day.
You have to be strong.
Yeah.
Your husband has to be strong. You have to be strong for Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
But
always.
Were there times where Caleb was stronger, you think, than you are?
God has given him such a amazing attitude in life, and that, I don't know, there's something about being different. He didn't have to conform to rules. Nobody ever told him what a sick kid was supposed to act like. And he just has such an amazing attitude about life and about everything else.
Happy to say Caleb is 23 now. His mom, Kelly, says that he graduated during COVID. And she wanted to point out, she said that the one thing that this has brought them year after year, Chris, is that they're able to continue to have these memory makers, as she said, as he continues to live his life.
And that message of hope is alive and well, just like Danny Thomas would have hoped for us today. Really continuing on with a great start to our st-jude-dream-home program kickoff. If you really want to support this, now is the time to do it. 1-800-831-7061. There's incentive into this, not just the beautiful dream home.
Today there is.
Today there is. Not just the car that Jim White Honda is also thrown in. Today, if you get your ticket alone, you're eligible for all prizes, including a $24,000 spa and hot tub. That is from Preferred Pools and Spas. It is the Michael Phelps Luxury Series, top of the line, but you have to get your ticket today to be eligible for that. Reporting out here at the St. Jude Dream Home, Jeff Smith and Chris Vickers. We'll send it back into you, Kaylee.